Hello and welcome back. Sorry. Hello and welcome back to the What is K-pop podcast, where in which we talk all things K-pop or just funny little haha things that I just want to talk about. Yeah. Sometimes grating on about my own life so much that I'm like, why do I feel like my life is not that interesting? I don't know where I was going with that. Do I actually know what I'm doing today? No. Is this like I feel like this episode's just gonna be called Liminality. Just like that weird in-betweeny type of place. And maybe I should talk about like things that make me feel like remind me of liminality for like 10 minutes. Yeah, I guess I could talk about that. Liminal space or liminality basically is an adjective. It's a technical adjective meaning one. It could be that I can't speak. One, occupying a position at or on both sides of a boundary or threshold. For example, I was in the liminal space between past and present, or relating to a transitional or initial stage of a process. Let now that liminal period when a child is old enough to begin following basic rules but is still too young to do so consistently. And I feel like it's so weird, but like today, particularly today, Sunday, the 27th of July, 2025, feels particularly liminal for me for some reason. And I think it's because obviously I'll usually go like swimming today. But to be honest, I was just kind of fed up with all the kids over the last few sessions. Also, I'm starting my period and I don't really want to go. Like that is like what it is today. And I even agreed with, like, I even said to my sister, like, today feels kind of liminal. It just feels like the in between days of doing things. And she was like, yeah, to be fair, like, Sundays do feel like that for me because, like, obviously she works and stuff. So she doesn't really have too much time off, not as much as I do, where I don't work. But yeah, so that's kind of like where we are with today. So we're gonna talk just really quickly again about liminality on Wikipedia, which I know is not the best site, but I don't care. This is my podcast. Yeah. So in anthropology, not the store, but anthropology, liminality, coming from the Latin word limen, meaning a threshold, is the quality of ambiguity or disorientation that occurs in the middle stage of a rite of passage when participants no longer hold their pre-ritual status but not have yet begun the transition to the status they will hold when the rite is complete. During a rite's liminal stage, participants stand at the threshold between their previous way of structuring identity, time, or community, and a new way which completing the rite establishes. How fun! This is cool. I love like anthropology and like weird stuff like that. Like I'm like really kind of weird. Thing I was actually talking to I was like obviously I was on ChatGPT because that's like the thing that Gen Z's on. I was talking on ChatGPT about how I'm like a weird numbers person. Oh, also, I should just clarify what I'm doing today. I'm like sorting out Barney and Bernadette's clothes, my two bears that I dress up. So I'm just doing that whilst I'm talking to you. Like, I'm a really random, like, numbers person. I love me a good number, which is funny considering I didn't pass maths. But I just love numbers, and I love in particularly randomly. I love odd numbers because my favorite number is actually 13, which is so strange. So strange. But I live on the 13th side of our house. Like as in like we live at number 14 of our close street thing. I don't know what you call it. And like obviously number 12 is on one side of us, 15 on the other. We live on a double plot of land, right? So our house is relatively big. But I spent, like, my bedroom is on the 13 side. I spend most of my time on the 13 side. So I just kind of say I live more or less, like, I think of my house number as 13. But obviously it is technically 14 and that sort of stuff. But yeah, I'm like really into like numbers and like how like to divide up time and stuff. But yeah. So like songs and things that kind of sound that kind of feel like liminality. Um Also like the towards the end of Harry Potter there's that scene where they're in King's Cross Station, Harry and Dumbledore, and that kind of reminds me of that concept of liminality too, which is like so random. But I feel like the 2024, I think 2024 Step Out, like the Step Out 2024 video from Stray Kids, you know, when they announce all the things that they're doing in a year, that reminds me of it quite a bit. And like, The View, surprisingly, like the song from No Easy, that kind of gives off waiting room vibes to me. That's like a kind of a good word for it, waiting rooms. It reminds me of like that sort of stuff. Different by Woods, particularly like the music video and like the what do you call it? The instrumental of it just really kind of gives off spooky street light vibes. It's like all very kind of dark tone, also muted, a few pastels. Like for some reason I can't imagine any orange in Liminal. Or like but if it is in there, it's again it's very pastelly and it's not that much in it. Like it's there, but it's like really, really minutely in there. It's like a little bit of a sun, like I guess like a little bit of sunset, but like the tiniest teeny bit. It's so strange. I swear my brain is so odd sometimes. Like the music video for Wave, which is like one of their Japanese releases, it has like this weird room. I think it kind of looks a little bit like a laundromat laundromat. To be fair, I don't really know because I've not been in them too much. That sounds really bad. And it is actually. Trying to see it. Not really, actually. What am I chatting? But no, it reminds me of that. And like surprisingly, the tennis scene, like the white walls just give off waiting room. Like if you waiting room for heaven, which is strange, just gives that. For some reason, I'm really trying to find like concept photos. Teasers, maybe? No, it's just video gallery. That probably makes sense actually. No, that isn't helping me either. But yeah, no, it reminds me of that. The plane scene in I Am, strangely enough, gives off that too. Hitch, again, it does kind of it partially. I'm also trying to find the concept art, but I can't because I don't know what I'm looking for, and this is just a casual episode. We'll talk. It'll be 20 minutes. Yeah. Bad Villain 2. but like a little bit. I think in why can't I literally find? Stop sending me to random websites, please. Bad villain. It's obviously in the Bad Villain music video when they're like like one of the members just bounces through the frame of like the door frame, but like they're going down the hallway and they're bouncing around. That's what I'm trying to say. And that just kind of reminds me of that. I probably sound as though I'm just bullshitting, which actually true. But they've not actually released anything in so long, which I'm like kind of mad about. Like they actually are really good, but they need to start putting out more stuff. Like BPM, you need to respect your artists. Probably gonna set something off now. They're like, oh, Sophie from What Is K-pop said you need to start doing more stuff. I'm like, no. um Cat's Eye. I think it's surprisingly like the concept art for Beautiful Chaos, the one with the cars. I think I think it's Sophia. I'm extremely bad with faces. If you don't know this, which I'm sure you probably do because I've talked about it a few times, but I'm really bad at like faces and I can't for the life of me work out the members. Oh my god, this is really bad. Um Oh, it's Danielle. I like got the laptop really close to me. Yeah, so it like goes Lara on pink, Yoonchae on the blue car, obviously Megan on the yellow, Manon on the silver. Oh, that could be Danielle on the chassis. I don't know, man. I don't know. Oh wow, I'm gonna maybe if I cat can't spell. Beautiful. Okay, I need to start slowing down a little bit when I'm trying to type. No, I just want it to be blown up for me. Like as in like make it bigger. Make it bigger, please. I just read the review of that and then from Pitchfork and I was like, I don't agree. Well, I can't find it anyway. I like Girly Pop who's like on the car that's lower down. And also they just like kind of low key cut off half the members. I love that for them. Yeah, so right by the Beautiful Chaos name I did not like that. Gnarly surprisingly, even though it is quite chaotic, it's like that busying liminality. It's like about to transition. It's like just on that edge of stuff like that. Drowning also by Woods is quite well. It has I've called it a Frenchy something something, but a certain je ne sais quoi. It reminds me of that. Child by Mark from NCT. Like that whole the entire music video is just that like transition, like it is that weird transition that I feel like I'm kind of coming out of it now. That tail end of you're still like you are freshly out of being a teenager, you're freshly out of being a kid, and you're starting to have kind of your own footing in the world. Like it's weird. Like obviously I know I'm still a young adult. I fully am aware of that. But I feel like I'm kind of knowing a little bit more about that sort of stuff. And Child definitely reminds me of, you know, this point in my life. The Seventh Sense by NCTU. That whole music video is just so weird. It's like so weird. It kind of makes me feel like I'm on drugs, but like in a funny haha kind of way. In like I don't know how to explain what I'm feeling right now, but I feel calm, at peace with the world. I'm going insane. I've actually lost it. It's all down here. I'm downhill from here, kids. Don't grow old. Stay as young as possible. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with any of this. Am I going? Have I lost it? Probably. Yeah. Is there any more NCT songs? There's this damn one from 127 from like, I'm pretty sure it's not the pit stop one. What am I chatting? Really bad. Spotify. Good old friend Spotify is not sponsored, by the way. I should just say this. Oh, also, whilst we're trying to find this, I have recently been trying Wild, which is like a more sustainable version of deodorant. Like, as in, you get like a nice metal case thingy. Again, not sponsored. I'm none of the products that I talk about on this podcast is ever sponsored. Believe me, you will know when I have a sponsor because I will shout it from the rooftops. But no affiliations whatsoever. I'm just chatting. I like started using it when we went on holiday actually, and I really liked it. And it was so funny. It was I was putting in the sea salt and fresh cotton one, which is the cartridge I got with my first like with the first time like the words. When I first bought it, I got the sea salt and cotton one, but it didn't smell as strong as the one that I recently just put in. So I was like, the fuck? What is wrong with this? Like, I don't get it. Like, why is it so strange? And like, I did a little bit of tippy tappy research, couldn't find anything. So I was just like, okay, this is fun, I guess. Really trying to find this. Was it time lapse? Am I gonna have to play a little bit of it? Probably. It's just no, it's not that one. God no, it's not that one. Um. Anyway, it's one of their like B-side tracks. Oh, turn that up way too high. Probably Sit Down from the Neo Zone album, their second album. It's kind of liminal. Like the winter special single thing that they did. Yeah, because it's a weird transition between. I personally like. I does anyone else agree with me on this? That the transition between like Christmas and New Year's is so damn strange that it just makes everything in the world feel just that little bit weird. Because one year actually it was a good few years ago, like 6, 7, 8 years ago. We lost the internet connection for some reason. Like the internet just decided that it just did not want to be at the house anymore, and so we didn't know what to do with ourselves. So so I ended up watching a lot of like Tattoo Fixers, which is a show on E4. I think it's still known as E4. I don't know. It was one of the channels. And I watched so much of that. I ended up like half making this like monster truck thing that I've since dismantled. Um got it wrong constantly and just like really was like unsure of what I was doing with my life and that sort of stuff words. And yeah, it's because of, we don't actually know. I think it's probably someone just like accidentally turned it off at Sky, because we had Sky Internet at the time. Now we have Virgin Media, and we were just like lost internet for a while. But the funny thing is that like we would like go onto the computer to try and find a number to try and ring them, and it would come up with the page of like, oh, how to help you get back onto the internet, and it'd say like, search up our number. Here's or like call our helpline, and we would be like, okay, so what's the helpline? Like just like asking aloud, and it would kind of try and indicate that like we had to search it. But the thing is that obviously you can't search something if you're not connected to the internet. So that was funny. Very difficult, I won't lie. It was just one of those really strange things. So did you get any interesting information from this? Probably not. Did you enjoy it? Probably not. I fully understand. Yeah, this is probably going to. Well, I guess I could upload it today. Because, I mean, I do just do whatever I want to. No matter if people want me to. I'm so sorry to anyone who's like, what is this kid on? I don't know. Just is what it is. Yeah. I've always been a bit strange. Yeah, honestly, I've always been a bit quirky. Like honestly, like when I was a kid, during school and stuff, my teachers would always say to my parents during like parents' evening and stuff that I was the kid that they always wanted to. Uh, sounds really strange, but the kid that they would want to adopt if they could. Like have any of the kids. It sounds so strange. Believe me, it's strange. If they could, um, in theory, have any of us, they would want us. They would want me. And I remember being like, okay, fair enough. I understand. I am very likable. Um, but like, it's kind of odd looking back on it now. Like being obviously damn near 22. Then I'm just like, people like me that much? Because I'm like, obviously, I'm constantly thinking to myself that everyone hates me. But it was kind of, like, I guess kind of now, I'm laughing by the way. I guess kind of now I'm just like, yeah, I guess I kind of get it, you know. Not to be like a bitch or anything, but it's like, well, yeah, at the end of the day, I'm like a good student. Like, I don't, piss about or anything. I don't annoy my teachers that much. Like, not much. Like I'm just kind of a kid. Like I'm a student. I'm just here. I don't cause issues. Um, yeah, no, I'm pretty sure that stopped when I went into secondary school. I'm sure my teachers was just like, this kid, man, she's so strange. She just does the strange things. I'm sure if they like saw me now, they'd be like, she's so weird. She hasn't changed in a bit. In fact, she's probably gotten more strange. I'm like, yeah, a little bit. Yeah. Yeah. Fit in. And I don't want to fit in. Oh yeah. Also, like not K-pop, but for the Riverdale soundtrack, if you don't know that line, it was from Riverdale. Um there's this song that I'm trying to remember its name. Moments I Remember. Oh, something along those lines. And again, it feels like kind of airy and it's very strange. And I actually have it on my liked songs list, and I'm pretty sure it was I listened to it enough times last year that I think it was actually number 5 at my top 2025 and 2024 songs list. And I've been trying to listen to a lot more stuff on Spotify so that it doesn't end up strange or kind of unique because last year randomly acknowledged like my getting into the Pussycat dolls again, and it's not even something that I acknowledged too much in my own life. I just sort of did it. I was like, okay, you're okay. Yeah, that was everything in today's random bit of chaos. Yeah. I did sort out all of my clothes. The most of them are actually baby clothes. Yeah, premature baby clothes, which I'm sure whoever was packing done from Amazon was just like, I'm not even gonna ask. Well, I'm sure they don't care actually. They probably don't care. Yeah, we'll go with don't care. To be fair, I agree. I wouldn't care either. As always, thank you for listening. It's an absolute pleasure being able to do this podcast. Yeah, and I will talk to you guys again very, very soon. Bye.